Hello yogis, welcome to this week's free yoga video. Today I invite you to land on your mat, take time, take care. So simply roll your yoga mat out, get settled in, and let's get started. Okay yogis, today we will be starting in supine position, so lying down on your mat. Get yourself into a comfy lying down position. Grab any cushions or props you need to make yourself super comfy. And then just let your legs stretch out long. Release your arms by your side. Close down your eyes and land here. Allow the body to start sinking down into the earth. Allow the face to start softening. Before we go anywhere today, we will start with a short body scan meditation. So make sure you're nice and comfy and happy to stay here for the next 10 minutes or so. Today we are allowing ourselves time for a practice of self-study. Svadyaya in Sanskrit. So often in our day-to-day life we are so busy moving, taking action, that we simply do not have time for this practice. We do not have time to come back into the seat of the observer and just notice what's going on within. So we start here in stillness today, just to allow that self-study, that self-awareness to happen. So firstly, just notice straight away if there are any areas of the body where you are holding tension. Take a huge breath in, and on an exhale, let it go. Feel the back body melt down into the earth. Take another huge breath in like that. And an exhale to release everything down. One more big breath in. Long breath out. And if you're already feeling a little tired and you're worried that this practice will be too slow or lying down is not going to work for you because it will make you feel sleepy, just trust. Trust the practice. Trust that this time is important. And trust that you will be able to step off your mat with the energy you need to take off those things on your to-do list, or even to be your best self today. Letting the breath travel back to a natural state. And we bring our attention to the face, to the muscles of the forehead, around the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. Let your attention circle around this area. And then watch as a bright white light starts to encompass this area. And with it, this light brings an expansiveness, a softness. Whole of the face now lit up, soft, open. And we move down into the neck. Awareness circling around this area and bringing with it a bright white light, opening up in the neck, noticing any sensation there, and if there is any tension, releasing it with an exhale. Now bringing our awareness to the shoulders. Notice any sensation, any tightness in the shoulders. Let your awareness circle around this area of the body. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, release the shoulders down into the body. You now travel down into the arms. Watch as that light just spirals around the arms on both sides of the body, melting any tension found in the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands, and the fingers. Watch as this area of the body falls open. And just rest your attention on the hands. Notice any sensation there. It might be coolness, heat, maybe a throbbing sensation, or a lack of sensation completely. Observe without judgment. And then leaving this area, we slowly travel back up the arms into the heart space. We fill this area with breath on each inhale, shining it bright up to the sky, and then each exhale allows the rib cage to soften down into the earth. Bright, shiny light swirling around the area of the heart space, expansive and soft. Take a huge breath in here. Let the heart space fall open on the breath out. Coming down now into the belly. Watching the belly rise and fall with the breath. Just a few moments here. Nice, and then watching that bright light of awareness spiral around to the back body. Watch as the back body is bathed in light, as it is allowed to soften and melt down into the earth. Notice any tension, any gripping in the back body, and see if you can soften it gently with each breath out. Now bringing the awareness to the hips, any muscles around the pelvis, the glutes, the groin. Watch the light shine, spiral around this area. And again, observe any sensation. There might be physical and emotional feeling that comes up when we bring our awareness to this area of the body. Just observe. And then see how much you can let go with each breath out. Awareness now coming down into the thighs, the knee joints, and the lower legs. Watching the light spiral around, completely encompassing the legs with a bright, clear, expansive light. The legs grow soft, knee joints are soft. Bringing our attention now to the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Really focus in on this area. The feet, often we feel lots of sensations there when we finally drop our attention to them. So just notice what comes up. Again, heat, coolness, maybe a tingling or a throbbing sensation. And if you feel nothing, don't worry. Accept that as well. When your awareness finally settles on the tips of the toes, just notice them. And then drop that focus point. Let the third eye fall open. Let the awareness fall open. And just land in a place of focusless awareness. Let the mind do whatever it wants. Just a few moments. Then bringing the attention back to the body and back to your breath. Notice how you feel. Take a few deep breaths here to wake up, to bring movement into the body, tapping back into that message of last week and letting your breath move you in the stillness. And then let your breath guide your movement to come all the way to a comfortable seat, but take your time, so small movements first, waking up the extremities, allow your body to guide how you start to move. Notice what the body wants to move first in order to move out of stillness. And slowly we will make our way to a comfortable seat, letting the hands rest face down on the knees, sitting up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. A long breath out through the mouth. Inhaling, sit up tall, long spine. Exhaling, grounding down through the sit bones. One more cleansing breath like that. Inhale. Long breath out. Nice, and then we'll start to move with our breath. And here you can continue on an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Or you can find that ujjayi breath that we introduced last week. You can come to last week's video on breath to find out more. Ujjayi breath is simply finding a restriction in the back of the throat and breathing in and out through the nose. So as you start to settle into your breath here, whatever you choose, we'll start to bring in a movement into the torso to wake up the spine. So next inhale, heart gently draws forward. Spirals round to the left as you exhale, heart draws back in space. Circling round to the right, inhale forward. And exhale, spiral back, heart draws back. This time you can really lift the chin, open in the front body as you inhale. As you exhale, round in, draw the chin to chest, really draw belly button back in space. And as you start to feel like it's landed in your body, this movement, just close down the eyes and start to travel through space and time with your own breath. So letting that guide the way. Take time to notice how the body feels as you move. So are you grounding down into both sit bones evenly? Are the thighs and the legs staying heavy? Just switching direction here. And then start to really integrate the shoulders and the neck as you move. So maybe bringing in a little drop of the head to one side as you come through each side. Finding what feels good here to wake up the body, warm up the spine, to make space. Last 2 rounds of breath. Inhaling to open. Exhaling, gentle contraction. Last huge inhale. Last huge exhale. And slowly spiral back into center. Find your way into the midline and let the body settle. Align, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring hands together at heart center. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, gentle bow, chin to chest. Nice, and then simply bring the head back upright again. Bend up the knees and bring the arms around behind the backs of the thighs. So just holding on behind the backs of the thighs where they meet the knees. And sometimes this is easier when you cross the ankles, so just try it out in the body. We're going to come into a gentle rock and roll. So just letting your body fall back, trust that the mat has your back, and then you roll all the way up. Slowly building up momentum. You can test out how it feels to cross the ankles, see if that helps. And then bring your breath in. So finding a breath flow that works for you here. Massaging up and down the length of the spine. 3 more of these. Really embrace it. Let the body move. 2. And at the end of the last one, we're going to roll all the way up to a standing forward fold. Woo! That can be a really humbling move for lots of people because it can be challenging. So accept the challenge, accept that humility that comes with it, and then drop whatever just happened and allow yourself to land here in your standing forward fold. So bring the feet hips width apart, either melting fingertips down towards the mat or gently clasping opposite elbows. Find space here and then find your breath 3 rounds. Inhaling, exhaling. 1 more huge breath in. And exhale to release everything down, all the weight from the shoulders and the neck. Slowly roll to standing on your inhale. Take your time. Notice the sensation in the back of the legs as you do so, in the arms and the fingertips. Let the head and the hands be heavy until the very last moment. Then when you arrive, bring the shoulders up to the ears on an inhale. Draw them all the way back and down. On an exhale, Tadasana. Palms face forward, fierce gaze forward or eyes gently closed. Take a breath in. Use your exhale to ground down and earth into your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to our breath. Big inhale. Long exhale. And then let's move as we breathe. Inhale, reach hands high. Hands come together. Exhale, bow down through center. Take your first halfway lift. Inhale, take your time. Hands come all the way to the top of the thighs. Exhale, bow, soften into it. Take care of the body as you forward fold. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to heart. Inhale, we reach. And exhale, we bow, soften. Float into your halfway lift. Fold as you breathe out. Straight to the sky. And back to center, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Take time as you reach for the sky. Take care as you draw hands to heart. And then let's add on to our flow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Find that halfway lift, long spine. Use the length to bow down over the thighs. Plant the hands. Right foot steps back, inhale. Right knee lowers on the exhale. Inhale, hands just come to heart. And then exhale, stay and land in the body. Notice. How does it feel to have the back toe tucked under? How does it feel just to untuck and press into the earth? So for me, this always feels better, but for you, it might be really different. So find what works for you. Don't just do something because someone else has told you to. You know your body, and your body will tell you what feels best. Then from here, find an expansion, find a lift. Gently draw the left hip back in space, right hip forward so they're parallel. Next inhale, fingertips reach to the sky. Exhale, rain it all the way down to the earth. Tuck the back toes, straighten the leg, inhale. Then a slow step back. Downward facing dog, exhale. First downward facing dog of our practice. So take your time here, breathe into it. You can walk out the legs slowly, finding a little waggy tail in your dog as you do so. Or maybe you're craving stillness here, but be gentle on the body. Keep a gentle bend in the knees. to allow that long line from hands all the way up to the tailbone to exist in the body. Huge breath in here. Long breath out to melt into it. Inhale. Exhale. Then next inhale, right foot steps up between the hands. Exhale, left knee lowers. Slowly come up, hands to heart, inhale. Find your drishti, so your single pointed focus point for your gaze. And use that to help you steady, to help you land. Then come back to that self-study, the svadyaya. Notice what feels better in the back foot, toes tucked or untucked. Find your foundation. Then next breath in, let's grow to the sky. Reach fingers up. Exhale, rain fingertips down. Tuck back toes, straighten the leg, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Just one round of breath here this time. Huge breath in. Land into it on the breath out. High on the toes as you inhale, look forward. Bend the knees, step or walk to the front. When you arrive halfway, lift, breath in. Bow, breath out. Up to the sky, inhale, find length. Exhale, draw it into heart. Left side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bow on the breath out. Left foot steps back, inhale. Left knee drops down, exhale. Then straight away, hands to heart, inhale. Land on the exhale. One breath in to reach high. One breath out to come to the earth. Tuck back toes, straighten the leg, really power up. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Then straight away fill up with air. And let it out, let the head hang loose as you breathe out. Left foot steps up, inhale. Right knee lowers, exhale. You choose what to do with the toes. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, shoulders soften. Reach for the sky, breath in. Rain it to the earth, breath out. Tuck back toes straight and inhale. Down dog as you exhale, huge breath in. Soften into it on the breath out. High on the toes, look forward, inhale. Bend the knees, step it up, exhale. Halfway lift. Bow. Up to the sky, huge inhale as you do so. Exhale, hands to heart, and then straight back up we go, breath in. Breath out to bow down. Halfway lift, inhale, take time with this. Exhale as you bow down, soften, plant the hands. Right foot steps back, inhale. Right knee lowers, exhale. We come straight to the sky with the hands on the inhale. Rain it all the way down, exhale. Now this time, draw the left hip back in space, peel the toes up towards your face and come into half Hanuman or half splits. So we're going to take a little bit of time on this side to just feel it out in the body. So don't worry if it takes a few moments. So hips need to come back so that they're over the back knee, but not dropping all the way down to the earth. So lift up a little bit. Maybe you come onto the fingertips, or maybe you come onto a couple of blocks if you have them. You can have a gentle bend in that front knee, and I actually find that means we don't hurt the origin and insertion of the hamstring on that leg, but we actually then get a stretch into the meaty bit of the hamstring instead. And then pull those toes back towards the face. Find a length in the crown, in the spine. Inhale. And exhale to gently, softly bow. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale to find length. And as you exhale, just articulate that front foot back down to the earth. Plant the hands. Nice. Tuck back toes, straighten the leg. Inhale. And back down to our trusty old downward facing dog. Exhale, take a huge breath in. And a long breath out. Let's do the other side. Right foot steps up, inhale. Left knee lowers, exhale. Slow breath in to reach hands to the sky. Exhale to rain it all the way back down, really working into the hips today. Then inhale, right hip pulls back, toes towards the face. And there's a tendency here to get a little bit kind of shifted in the hips. So keep drawing that right hip back in space, left hip gently forward. Then come up high on the fingertips, gentle bend in the right knee. Take a big breath in, long spine. Then lead with the heart as you gently bow. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more here in half Hanuman. Exhale, articulate through the front foot back to your low lunge. Nice. Tuck back toes, straighten the leg. Inhale, power up. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Huge breath in here. Long breath out. Then inhale, come up on the toes, look forward. Bend the knees, exhale to step it up. Halfway lift, breath in. Bow, soften down. Straight to the sky. Hands to heart as you exhale and home base. Take a moment here. Close down the eyes. Notice how you feel. And when I say that, I mean in all senses. So see if you can check in with mind, body, and spirit. Where are your thoughts at? How is your emotional state? How's the body feeling? Are there any places where you're gripping or holding on? And finally, where's the breath? Have you got that inhale and exhale flowing steadily through you? And I know it's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to think about. But when we truly have all of those things in alignment with one another, that is when we connect with yoga. That is when we're doing yoga. And obviously it's kind of impossible. It's like an impossible goal. So this is why we need this. We need this opportunity to take time, to take care. And we slowly take baby steps towards that place of unity, of all three coming together. Another couple of quiet, still breaths here. Just taking time, resting in this moment. One more inhale, and a long exhale. Bat open the eyes, sweep hands to the sky, inhale. Big bow through center as you exhale. Take your halfway lift to breathe in. Exhale to soften and fold, plant the hands. High plank this time on the inhale, right foot steps back. Left foot joins it on the exhale. So just one breath in for this high plank shift forward. Exhale, lower down all the way to the earth. And one cobra to inhale, open up. One exhale to soften down to the earth. Up through all fours, breath in. Downward dog, peel it up. Breath out. Right heel lifts to the sky, inhale. Shift it forward, step it up. Exhale, keep the back knee lifted and land in your legs strong and firm. And then when you're ready, slowly come up, hands to heart, inhale. And we land in our crescent lunge, exhale. So take a moment to find your drishti, your fierce gaze. Then when you're ready, inhale, hands to the sky. Land yourself here. Huge breath in. Long breath out, shoulders soften down the back body. Inhale. Exhale. And then just bring your weight into the front knees slightly and just step that back foot about 1 foot's distance up the mat. You could call that 1 foot. Just a little hop. Nice. Then straighten the front knee. Come up tall on the tippy toes of the back foot. Hands come into the heart as you exhale. And start to shift forward the heart in space, as if you're looking over the edge of a pool to see your reflection. So this is a pyramid variation. We're high on the toes of the back foot, drawing shoulder blades gently together, just leaning forward halfway. Take a big breath in. A long breath out, firmly ground into all four corners of the front foot. 2 more breaths. Exhaling. You can bring a micro bend into the front knee if you like. Inhale. Long exhale. Slowly come all the way up as you breathe in. And gently lower the back knee down as you breathe out. Tuck or untuck the toes, yogi's choice. Land in your Anjaneyasana with back knee lowered. Inhale here. Exhale, shoulders soften. And then inhale to lean forward. And exhale to twist to your right. You can hook the left elbow round if that feels good in the body. And then just press the hands in towards one another so that you can find that twist in the body. And we're aiming for the hands coming towards the heart center. But this is like over time, over years of practice. So don't worry if your hands are up by your right shoulder. Just aiming for hands to come to the heart. Take a big breath in here. A long breath out as you twist. And either staying here or maybe tucking the back toe if you're feeling firm and steady and straightening the back leg. Last 3, 2, last big breath in. Long breath out, slowly lower the back knee down if it's lifted. Hands come back to center and then up to the sky. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rain it all the way to the earth, plant the hands. Tuck the back toe under, straighten the leg, inhale. And bring the right leg back to join it, high plank as you exhale. So here we're really finding strength in our second one and we're staying for 3 breaths. So inhale, exhale, shift forward and back as you breathe in. Breathe out, and this time inhale, really come forward on the tippy toes. And exhale, maybe down to chaturanga this time, halfway as you exhale. Untuck the toes, cobra or upward facing dog, big breath in. Downward facing dog, long breath out. Inhale here. Exhale. And always in those vinyasas, it's your choice, yogi's choice. So really find a movement that feels good in the body. Like, I'm not there to tell you off, and even if I was, I wouldn't. The most advanced yogi is he or she who listens to their body and moves in a way that supports their breath. Speaking of breath, let's come back to it. Inhale here. Ground down into the hands as you exhale. Left heel lifts to the sky, inhale. Step it all the way up. Take your time. Exhale. Land in the legs. Get firm and steady. Really grounding into the front foot and the toes of the back foot on the exhale. Slowly come up, hands to heart. Find the drishti and find the steadiness here. So the stira, so that we can then find the softness, the sukha when we're ready. Next inhale, fingertips float to the sky, finding a soft openness in the upper body. Anjaneyasana. Big breath in. Long breath out. Shoulders soften down. And then just step that back foot a tiny bit up on the inhale. Land on the exhale. Come high on the toes of the back foot. Straighten the front leg. Hands to heart as you breathe out. And just start to gently tilt forward. Left hip drawing back in space. Right hip drawing forward so that those hips stay parallel. Find a length in the crown. Draw the shoulder blades back towards one another. Big inhale here. Long exhale. 2 more. Making space in the back of the hamstrings. Long breath out. And then we inhale all the way up. And gently lower the back knee as we exhale. Nice. Inhale to find length. Exhale, twist across to the left. So you have the option to stay upright here, hands at heart center. If it works in your body, hook the elbow, gently press, actually not gently, firmly press the hands together. That left elbow reaching up for the sky, gaze up to the sky or past the left shoulder. Take a big breath in. Long breath out. Yogi's choice to tuck the back toe and straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more big breath in. Slow lower of the back knee as you breathe out. And then spread your wings. Inhale, reach up high, grow. Exhale, rain it down to the earth. Tuck back toe, straighten the leg. Inhale. Step it back. Exhale, high plank. Last, well, I think it's the last one of these. Take a little shift forward and back. I don't want to make false promises. And then 1 more inhale to shift forward. Flowing through your vinyasa as you exhale. Opening up, inhale. And this time as the exhale, come to extended child's pose. Knees wide, arms reaching forward, forehead melting into the mat. Close down the eyes. Take the weight out of the hands and the wrists. And find stillness. In this moment, there is plenty of time. In this moment, you are precisely as you should be. In this moment, there is infinite possibility. A beautiful quote from the author Victoria Moran. May your body land in this moment and simply be for the next few breaths. Last big inhale in your extended child's pose. On a full exhale, slowly bring your heart back upright over your pelvis, head over heart. Bring your knees into touch. Then bring your hands to the earth. Tuck the toes. Let your head drop down low. Slowly roll your way all the way to a standing forward fold. Again, take your time. Really notice the sensation as you move. Land in your standing forward fold. And just let the body hang for a couple of moments. Feet at least hips width apart. Bend in the knees. This is where we take care of the body. No forcing, just softness. Breath in here, and a breath out. Now we roll slowly all the way up to standing, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose when you arrive. Landing on your mat, feet together or hips width apart, palms face forward, big breath in. Long breath out. Then just bring your hands together at heart center. And ground down firmly into your left foot. We're going to come into a one-legged standing Tadasana. So find a focus point for your gaze that's straight ahead or slightly lifted. It's where our attention goes, our energy flows. Often we're tempted to look to the floor and we end up falling over and we wonder why. So lift your attention. Lift your focus. And on your next breath in, start to lift your right knee up just to wherever it comes today. Inhaling. Exhale, slowly tap the toe back down to the floor. Stay long in the spine as you inhale. Try not to shift over to one side. Exhale, lower it down. One more inhale to lift. And this time we just bring the knee out to the side and then bring the foot to the inside of the leg. So either to the thigh or to the calf, but not to the knee, just to protect that knee joint from being pressed out to one side. So whatever works in your body, pressing the foot into the leg, and then find that opposition of forces. So like our hands pressing together, the foot presses into the leg presses back against it. Use that as a central point from which to grow tall. Find your steady breath. And then when you're ready, let your tree grow to the sky. Full Vrikshasana, tree pose. Open in the heart. Strong and steady in the legs. 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, hands back to center. Gently release the foot to the earth. Just walk it out from side to side, releasing in the soles of the feet. Then bring the right foot down to the earth. Steady into your feet. Exhale. Other side. Left knee lifts. Inhale. Left knee lowers. Exhale. Slow lift on the breath in. Slow lower on the breath out. One more big inhale to lift. And this time we open as we exhale, so foot can come to the inside of the calf or the thigh, or maybe tippy toes on the mat for support here if you're feeling wobbly. It's all right. It's all good. Find what works for you. And when you've landed here in your tree pose on this side, get really comfy and steady in your breath before you try to take a arm variation. And then again, yogi's choice for how to let your tree grow. So let it express your individuality. Fingertips can be making a little dance in the sky. Maybe thumb comes to touch first finger. You could come to lotus mudra. Little fingers touch and thumb touches. Ooh. You have to have good balance for this one because we want to focus our gaze up between the hands, looking up between the petals of the lotus. 3 breaths. One more big breath in. Gentle release as you breathe out. Hands by the side this time. Walk out through the feet. And then do a couple of loops of the shoulders. So inhaling up to the ears and exhaling back and down. Nice. Then find your steady mountain pose. Take a big breath in. A long breath out in stillness. Then we inhale, sweep wide, move slowly. Exhale, bow down as if we're journeying through honey. Halfway lift for the breath in. Bow for the breath out, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, inhale. Step the left foot back, exhale. I knew there was another plank coming along. Stay for one single breath in. And as you breathe out, downward facing dog. Right foot floats up to the sky, slow movement. Exhale, shift forward, setting up for half pigeon. So right knee behind the right wrist, shin plants across the mat, back knee lowers down. Then you can shuffle that back foot back in space. Check over your shoulder that your toe is pointing straight back. And then land into your base here. And just check that your hips are facing forward. You can always bring something to pad up the right side if you need to support the right hip. Take a breath in to open in the heart. And on your breath out, slow journey forward and down towards the mat. So just check in with your body here. You can take your gaze away from the screen and let your neck get really nice and long. So soft gaze down towards the earth. Avoid the temptation just to release completely in the neck and let the head grow heavy, because then we're all closed off in the throat chakra and the energy can't travel up and down the spine. But again, we don't want to be crunching the back of the neck by gazing forward. So find a nice long length. And then over the next few breaths, just allow the body to settle in. So maybe the forehead comes to 2 fists placed on top of one another, 2 hands placed on top of one another, or maybe the forehead comes down to the earth or a cushion on the floor. Half pigeon is one of those poses where the mind wants to run away from the discomfort. So instead, get a little curious. Observe what comes up, both physically and emotionally. Is that anger? Is there frustration? And if so, can you breathe through it to stay in this moment, in this place of infinite possibility? Three more breaths here. How much can you surrender on each breath out? After your next breath out, slowly start to walk the hands in. Take your time. Take care. Plant the hands to the mat. Tuck the back toe under. Just shift the knee in slightly. Then tuck the toe again. Lift the knee and just step it back, downward facing dog. Notice what the body craves when you arrive. Maybe a walk out from side to side. Then ground into the right heel, left heel reaches to the sky. Inhale. Shift forward to exhale and set up for half pigeon on the other side. Drop the right knee down, shimmy it back in space. You can check over your shoulder that the toe is pointed back. Often the toe tends to kind of knock in slightly, and that brings all the pressure onto the outside of the kneecap. So if you are feeling uncomfortable in the knee with the toe pointed straight back, you can bring a little cushion to pad it up, or you can either roll the back of the mat on that side so you have a double mat padding. So make sure you're nice and set up for greatness. Then when you're happy with your pigeon, when you've got a happy pigeon in the body, that's weird. When you are a happy pigeon, let your chest puff out proudly. Take a big breath in. And just slowly melt into it as you exhale. Let the body soften. Find your way down towards the ground. Don't worry about where you get to today. Embrace where you are at right now. And land in your breath. Land in your body. Land right here. Last 3 breaths on this side. Make them count. One more big inhale. Full exhale down into the earth. Slowly walk your hands in. This time we just release the left hip to the ground. Swing the right leg all the way around in front of you. And just actually, if you can, bring the foot round to the outside of the knee that is on the earth. If this means that the right hip lifts up off the earth, straighten the left leg out in front of you and see if that allows you to ground both hips down. So either left leg is bent with this right knee coming up over and the foot to the earth, or left leg is straight, yogi's choice. Then find a nice tall spine with the hands on the knees. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, bring it round behind you and fingertips to the earth. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist, and you can either just hug that knee into the elbow, or you can hook the elbow round. Big breath in here. Breath out to rinse it out in the body. Maybe gaze goes back over the shoulder. Big breath in. Long breath out. Last inhale. Long exhale, like you're wringing out a sponge. Then come back through center on the inhale. And just a gentle counter twist to the other side as you exhale, releasing the head down, letting go of any tension in the neck. Nice, and then slowly come back through center. Gently guide your right leg up and straighten the leg out. You can cross the left foot over, and again, yogi's choice. Right leg can be straight or bent up. Foot coming in next to your seat. So I'll demonstrate this version on this side. Start with the hands on the knees, sit up nice and tall. So find that long straight spine from where to twist. If we're all kind of rounded in, we have a lot less space to twist in the body. So find length, inhale. Exhale, shoulders soften. Left hand up to the sky, breath in. Open out and twist on the breath out. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that knee in, maybe hooking the elbow and opening in the heart. 3 breaths. One more huge inhale to lengthen. And then exhale to open. Back to center as you breathe in. And release to the other side, head dropping down. I got really happy there. You're going to notice a huge smile on my face if you were looking at the video, just because the sun's come out after a whole day of pouring rain yesterday. It's just unraveled gently, so I'm very happy. The little things, right? Straighten the legs out in front of you and just release the hands by your side. Take a breath in to lift the heart. Breath out to slowly lower to the forearms. Inhale to lift the heart again. And exhale to lower down onto your back. If you're falling off the end of the mat, shimmy forwards. And then you have a choice. You can drop straight into Shavasana here. My body feels ready for it. And if you would like to take any other last final twists, happy babies, just hugging the knees into the chest, go for it here. And when you're ready, we'll all join in Shavasana, final resting pose. Taking what you need, leaving what you don't. And then landing in stillness. Close down the eyes. If it feels like there's any wriggles or tension in the body, just windscreen wiper the feet from side to side a few times, scrunch up and release the hands. And then take a huge breath in. Exhale to soften everything and let go. Feel the back body supported by the earth. Then gift this time in Shavasana to yourself. Know that it is precious. And know that it is important. Just a couple of minutes in stillness with your breath. Notice if you feel like you're just waiting for the time to be up. Just a few moments left. Let your body sink into stillness. Let your mind fall open. Be here, now. Take a deeper breath into the body. Send your exhale down into the earth. And then bring your thumb to touch each finger in turn. Bring twinkles into the toes and circles into the hands, the ankles and wrists warming up. Point into the toes, and when you're ready, bring the arms all the way overhead. Big stretch, reach into the fingertips. Take a huge breath in. Exhale to soften down. Bend the knees into the chest and give yourself one last loving hug. Yeah, you deserve it. Show yourself a little bit of self-love here. Maybe even peeling up the nose and giving your knees a little Eskimo kiss with the nose if it reaches, or an air Eskimo kiss. And when you're ready, just roll over onto one side, release down there. Settle in and notice how you feel. Use your hands to guide you all the way to a comfortable seat. Eyes stay closed if possible, or close down when you arrive. Hands come together at heart center. And let's take a big breath in together to sit up tall. A breath out to breathe out love. Inhale love. Exhale love. Thumbs up to the third eye. And we bow. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for sharing your practice with me today, for allowing me to guide you through that flow, and for taking time and taking care of yourself, of your body, and of that body, mind, and spirit connection. If you want to keep in touch, then just send me an email and you can be added to my mailing list. My Friday Love Letter comes out every week. And if you would like to subscribe, then you can get a little notification every time a new video comes up on this channel. I look forward to seeing you on the mat soon. Namaste.